welcome back to it. Yes, it is your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso. We're live here on S3. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. You have chosen to wake up with us. Well done. Thank you so much for inviting us into your homes. Good choice. Now listen to this. Great news. The Taste Master SA is back.
Yeah,
and this time around, it's the baking edition. Oh, yes, get those pans and the flour out. It promises to be yet another sensational series of good food and incredible prizes not to be missed for the ultimate winner. Now, the previous season's winner, Chef Tumi, recently walked away with the Lux Restaurant Award for Rising Star. Her star is indeed shining bright like a diamond. And we have Tumi in studio this morning to chat more about her experience.
Yeah.
Does this go everywhere with you now?
Yeah.
Everywhere. I do not even open doors. I just present the award and everything else happens.
So it's in the back of your window in your car when you're driving in traffic?
Standard.
Because it's the continuation of your path, your trajectory, if you will. So congratulations once again, obviously. And you looked so glamorous and gorgeous. I mean, you always look a little glam now. Okay.
These days.
You're very TV ready all the time, it seems, because you spend so much time on camera. But this has got to be a great validation for a journey that started in humble beginnings in terms of where every chef's journey begins. Did you ever think it would get to this kind of point when that vision was there in the beginning? If you look at where you're at now and winning awards like this, how does it feel and how's that vision changed?
I mean, over the years, as you do whatever you do, you always feel like, I'm going to get there, I'm going to get there. You just don't expect it to happen so soon. You think that, people tell you about people have been in the industry for 10 years and now they're a rising star. Or someone has been a newcomer. You're like, oh, so this is what it means. So, and then you expect that. You expect that it's going to happen after 10 years, after 15 years. And it's literally been just a couple of years in the TV industry and already I've been recognized. So it's a feeling that I'm still getting used to, Like you say, I walk out everywhere with my award.
Yeah, man, own that.
And there's a lot to get used to as well. I mean, I think that the opportunity that the Taste Master show or platform sort of gave you really has had you see some really interesting things and gotten you into some interesting spaces. What are some of the highlight things that you sort of look back and you go, wow, since Taste Master Season 1, this has happened, that has happened, this has happened.
To be honest, one of the biggest things for me was meeting and working with, and yes, I make a joke of it every time about how he's my crush, but working with Gregory Zarnicki, he's for me one of the greatest minds in the culinary industry, someone who is able to take food and make it look like art, being able to work and be mentored by him, in that Taste Master edition, but also being able to get onto the show, and yes, I get emotional every time, but being able to get onto the show and work with my mom, having her on the show, having my son on the show, things like that, meeting great chefs who are so great at what they do, who love what they do so much, and being able to experience it one-on-one. Most times we see them either on TV or you see them in their kitchen there and working like crazy, and you think to yourself, one day, and the one day comes,
And you get to, and I think it's the same for us. It's those people that you meet. I mean, that becomes your addiction, is connecting to these amazing people. If I can cast your mind back to the season, in the throes of it all, I love the fact that I got to narrate a large portion of it. So I kind of got a sneak peek of what was going down each week. And it was crazy what they put you poor people through. It was insane. But good, make you earn it, man. If you're going to get such a cool prize, you must earn it. What were some of your favorite moments of the actual show itself?
To be honest, working with the people like the Alex, Charmaine, yes, we had a bit of a rivalry, myself and Alex, but also it was a rivalry that helped you, that pushed you to become a better, competitor. But also, I had never been out of the country before Taste Master, and I got the chance to travel to Belgium. I then had to rush and get a passport, and I got the first stamp. I was like, oh my God! I can officially say that I've been overseas.
And you did some cool stuff while you were there as well.
We learned so much as
well. We learned so much, stuff like that. So anyone that actually wants to grow their career, this is the platform for them. If you're thinking to yourself that I've been looking for that breakthrough, this could definitely be it. Because for me, so many of my personal dreams were able to be fulfilled through the Tastemaster SA.
It really does open your world up to so many exciting opportunities that change your life in the most magnificent way. But also we know that entering any competition can be a very daunting and intimidating experience for someone sitting there at home and thinking, am I good enough? What are they going to need from me? What do I need to do? How do I put my entry together? What's your advice, tips that you can share with everyone out there who wants to enter for season 2? What should they be doing?
My advice would be go for it. You know, the one thing we like to do as people, we like to overanalyze things. You want to break it down and do this and do this and do that. The best thing you can do for yourself is just do it, you know? That cake that you've always wanted to bake it, put it out there. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, do it. Because the one thing you don't want is to look back 10 years from now and say, I should have, you know? That could have been that one chance. Rather do it. I always say fall forward.
Yes.
That's my thing. Fall forward.
And if it doesn't work out this year, then you enter next year and you keep going and you keep going. How did you win that competition? What advice can you offer that person who's like, I'm going to get in there, I'm going to win it? Because you clearly had the drive. You're quite a competitive person. How do they win this thing?
I think just stay true to yourself. That's the biggest thing, because the best thing is looking at everything and being able to stand out and say, I did it because I was being myself. I was not trying to be Tabiso or Graham. I was trying to be myself, and that's how I won. It's the biggest and best thing you could ever do for yourself.
Le morning Thank you so much, Tumi, for that. Congratulations on all of your success. Of course, you at home do now have the opportunity to be next, potentially. So if you are passionate about baking and you want to become the next South African baking influencer, and it really can happen, go on to tastemaster.co.za and enter now.
Chumi, 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 chumi.
If you eat, sleep and dream of baking, enter for the Tastemaster SA's new season starting in August on SABC2. Grow your career in TV and as a baking influencer and stand to win 50,000 rands worth of prizes. To apply to compete on the show, share a video of you baking a wonder you've created with tried and trusted Royal Baking Powder. Upload your video and complete your application on the tastemaster.co.za website. Entries close Wednesday, 7th July. T's and C's apply.